Tonight, coronavirus cases continue to grow here in Rhode Island. Good evening. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. The Department of Health says they're not only seeing an increase in cases, but also in hospital admissions and the positivity rate.
There are 605 new positive cases of the coronavirus tonight. The daily positivity rate is 6.2%.
8 more people have died after contracting COVID-19, bringing the state's total deaths to 1,278.
265 people are in the hospital tonight. This includes 22 in the ICU.
But there's a bit of good news. Governor Raimondo telling our Kim Kalunian during her weekly interview that she called the head of Pfizer asking for the state to be a part of its pilot program for vaccine distribution. And today we learned Rhode Island was one of 4 states selected.
12 News reporter Brandon Truitt is live in Providence with the details on this partnership and what it means for the Ocean State. Hi, Brandon.
Well, Mike and Shannon, listen, the Department of Health tells me that this is really good news. It's going to put the state, they say, ahead of the game. Rhode Island's not going to get vaccines early, but what's going to happen, they say, is the system will be locked in place when they're ready.
This is good news for Rhode Island.
As the race for a vaccine moves forward, so does planning, the process and procedures on how to pass it out. Just a week after announcing its vaccine trial is 90% effective, Pfizer rolling out partnerships with New Mexico, Tennessee, Texas, and Rhode Island, part of a pilot vaccine delivery program. The company saying each was selected for its difference in overall size, diversity of populations, and immunization infrastructure, as well as the state's need to reach individuals in varied urban and rural settings.
Eventually, they're going to take what they learn from Rhode Island and make a guidebook that they can provide to other states.
Joseph Wendelkin with the Department of Health says discussions have been happening between Pfizer and the state for weeks, ironing out issues like ordering procedures, data collection, distribution, and storage.
Keep it at a very specific temperature for a specific period of time, and then to maintain that temperature when it's getting distributed to different sites.
And then there's the question on where you're going to get it. The state says they are considering all options, hoping to make it as convenient as possible.
There might be some community clinics, and then it might be available in physicians' offices, and in some instances we might actually be going to people.
Wendelkin says when it's go time, the state will likely be pulling resources from the public and private sector, the National Guard and community partners. Just how much help is still unclear. The state saying they still have some questions of their own.
When we'll get vaccine, how much vaccine we'll get. So that really impacts how many people that we need to immediately step in and start assisting us.
And just about an hour ago, Pfizer CEO said in an interview that the company may file for that emergency authorization from the FDA within a couple of days. That puts them on track to have those first doses out by the end of the year. Live in Providence, Brandon Truitt, 12 News.
Tonight, Rhode Island is getting a head start on preparing to distribute a COVID-19 vaccine. I'm Shannon Heggie.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. This morning, we learned Rhode Island is one of 4 states chosen by Pfizer for a pilot program to test the delivery and deployment of its vaccine. Governor Gina Raimondo told us this afternoon she reached out to Pfizer asking if Rhode Island could be part of this trial.
12 News reporter Brandon Truitt talked to the Department of Health about how this program will work.
Well, Mike and Shannon, the Department of Health says that this is really good news for the state. They're going to get a little bit of a head start with planning, ironing out any issues directly with the company creating the vaccine.
You may not be able to see it, but the Department of Health says there's work happening behind the scenes.
It's enormously complex.
Planning, that is. Word of a potential vaccine creating Olympic-sized hurdles over how to pass it out.
When it comes to vaccine storage and distribution and ordering.
News Tuesday, Pfizer selecting New Mexico, Tennessee, Texas, and Rhode Island for a pilot vaccine delivery program. It comes after the company released early findings last week showing its vaccine was 90% effective. The company saying each state was selected for its difference in overall size, diversity of populations, and immunization infrastructure, as well as the state's need to reach individuals in varied urban and rural settings. Joseph Wendelkin with the Department of Health says this doesn't mean Rhode Island gets the vaccine earlier, but argues the state will be ahead of the game, having its systems already in place.
Which ultimately could mean that people might get vaccinated a little bit sooner than they otherwise would, even though we're not getting vaccine any more quickly than other states.
Windlekin says the state has had meetings with Pfizer twice a week for the past several weeks, discussing challenges, including storage. This image from Pfizer showing freezer farms in Belgium. The company saying its vaccine has to be stored at minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now, the Department of Health says they're reaching out to their local partners on what resources are available and what's needed.
We're talking about what their capacities look like in terms of storage units, and are exploring other resources and other units that we can bring into the state to make sure that we have what we need to meet the demand.
And the DOH says that they are trying to be as transparent as possible through this process in order to build the public's trust in this vaccine. It all comes as Pfizer's CEO late this afternoon gave an interview where he said the company may file for that emergency authorization from the FDA within a couple of days. That would keep them on track with having the first doses out by the end of the year. Live in Providence, Brandon Truitt, 12 News.